Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to shoot a video for February games I picked up in the month of February. A lot of GameStop games, so I'll start off with kind of kept them lumped together. Um, Tried to take advantage of they have the deal, all 9.99 games. You can get four of them for 20 bucks, so basically knocks them down to about five. So I did that for a few. Um, Rune Factory for the Wii, um, The Order 1886, Mario Tennis Open. This is my second copy of this, but I was gonna eventually give this to my son, maybe when I feel like he might be ready for it. Like $5 for a Mario related game is really good. And then Lost Odyssey, which was really lucky to find this. I feel like I don't see it that often, but I'm glad that I was able to take advantage of this for $5. I remember when I was checking out, the guy was like, I guess he was just unaware of what this game is about, but he just was like so shocked that this came with four discs. And I said, yeah, it was before the time of these games just dumping all their the onto the hard drive, like all the space on their hard drive. They just said it came with four discs. Uh, what else? These other games I got from GameStop, I think they were not a part of like get not the deal. I just found them and just paid the price for them because wasn't gonna lump games together just to try to make a deal out of it. Just because they were decent games to pick up, especially the RPGs. This was $9.99 with the case. Is pretty cool. I put in like 2 hours of this game, and this is really fun. I know that it got the remastered HD version, but I think it still looks really good for probably easily being like 10 years old. I think just some of the way the Tales games, just like the art style, just ages pretty well. I'm sure that like even years from now, it'll still look pretty good. But good storyline so far. I probably will keep playing it. It's has been fun so far. Really simple, not overly cumbersome RPG style. The Last Remnant, for $5, I was thinking, yeah, we might as well give it a try. And then I was shocked that this is $2.99 because this is like a really sophisticated alternate release of this game. I really loved this game when this originally came out. I just have like the standard version, so I was like, for $3, man, that's probably like, if this was donated to a Goodwill, they would not have charged $3 for this. They would probably have charged like 5 or 6. So to find it at a GameStop for $3 and everything's in there, it almost looks like whoever owned it previously hardly even opened it up. But anyway, at a GameStop that was closing, that is officially closed now. I bought a few more things. I kind of wish I would have got a few more things while it was like on its last days or so. But I can't complain because this was really a good deal. This controller was marked down to like 70 or 80%. They're like literally just trying to get rid of them. And it's a wired 360 controller. As you can obviously see, have yet to open it up. But I literally paid like, it was like $3 or $4 for this. So I definitely will try it out. But I just have kept it in the box ever since I got it. And then I was in this GameStop when the prices were down to at least 60 to 70%. So this was on a brand new version of this game. I got this for like $12. I saw that the this was like the GameStop deal of the day a few days ago, and it was down to $8. But $12 is pretty good. It's been a good game so far. I probably played about halfway through it. I've been bouncing back and forth between games, but I can see myself probably trying to beat this throughout this year and get it done with. It's a good side scrolling puzzle type game. I don't really have any experience with the other Trine games, but I didn't want to pass it up for $12 brand new, or GameStop's brand new. Let me do this one because this is also GameStop. If you are not aware of this game, this is it's a strategy tactics RPG type of game. It reminds me so much like Fire Emblem. There's another Nintendo. Oh man, I can't think of Battalion Wars. I think it is. People make a lot of comparisons to Battalion Wars, but I see a lot of Fire Emblem in this. But it's an indie developed game. But I probably played about 30 to 45 minutes of it so far. It's pretty good. It's crazy to think that like some of these games started out at like this was I think originally like $30 and it literally went 50% off in like a month's time, maybe 2 months. I think it's been out, and you can get it for PlayStation 4 or Switch for this price, and it's probably not going to be easy to find after about a few weeks from now. Even definitely a few months, it'll be much harder to find. On eBay, I picked up just a few more PlayStation 2 games. I've been trying to add more to my PlayStation 2 collection. Definitely looking at RPGs, but Ark the Lad, I bought and have played this a little bit, maybe about 30 minutes to an hour, like a weekend or two ago. But I didn't play it. Didn't pay very much. Probably paid only like 6 or 7, somewhere between $6 and $8 probably. So I've been just looking at certain games on eBay and just bidding on them, and if I win them, I win them. If I don't, I don't. Got this off of eBay as well. I don't think I spent more than $10 on this. If you aren't aware, this is where is it at? WayForward helped put this game together. You can tell by the graphics, side-scrolling, pixel art style that they're known for. It reminds you a lot of they did Contra 4, I think, so it reminds me a lot like that. It's just I played through like the first few missions, and there's one boss in there that just is like real cheap that kind of turned me off from continuing to play this. But who knows? I might go back to it, or maybe I don't know. We'll see. It's not a horrible game, but it's definitely not as great as maybe some people have made it out to be. What else? These are probably 3 best games I have that I'm going to talk about. That I'm really glad I got. Missplosion Man. This is a limited run game. This got to be really repetitive near the end. I remember playing the original Splosion Man on my 360, which that game was really challenging about midway through, and then I just never beat it. But this I was able to beat. You can kind of tell that the guys who developed this game just are like huge, just big time nerds of like the 80s and 90s, just like some of the things they put into here. There's like a boss battle where you fight exactly like it's Mike Tyson's Punch Out. there is a uh, there is a thing that like if you get stuck at a part of their level, you can choose to move forward, but they play this like song that like makes fun of you. It's actually kind of neat little idea, but I don't know. I ended up, to be honest with you, I did that a few times just because if it wasn't for that, this game would be pretty cheap because there's some parts of this game that like timing of is of the essence. Like if you don't time your jumps perfectly, you're probably gonna have to go back and start again. Um, which there's checkpoints, but it can get frustrating if you aren't like I beat this over like a course of like 2 weeks, just playing like a little bit each night. Just because this is not the type of game you could sit down and play for like 5 hours. You could probably just get too frustrated. Same way can go for comments I just made about this as well. Uh, One of the possibly toughest platformers ever to be created. Maybe besides Mario Lost Levels, but this is a lot of fun, but just really challenging. Um, there for a little while, for a few nights, I was getting pretty far, and then I think I'm stuck on some boss that's pretty challenging. But I'm glad I got this. I got this for pretty cheap. There was this is an imported version. This is coming from Germany. There was a German seller on eBay that had copies of these for like $13 or $14 shipped to the United States. So I think yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this for like $13 when you have the exchange rate, and it just booted right up, started playing in English, and was just fine. But I have this on Steam, but I wanted this for PlayStation 4. My PlayStation 4 is like one of my pride and joy collections right now. I'm just doing pretty well with anything and everything that I've pretty much wanted. I've been doing pretty well keeping up with it. Speaking of PlayStation 4, this is probably the one game that I'm the happiest with out of all these games here, which is Blazing Chrome. This is another limited run game. Came in, I think, the end of January. I got this, and I did not beat it yet, but I'm on like the fifth or sixth level, and it does some fun. It does some good ideas. It's tough but fair. It's not as like in- incredibly nauseatingly hard like maybe some retro side-scrolling games would have been like from like the late 80s, but like it has like a toned down like death system, and then if you can get to a certain point, they give you a checkpoint, and then you can keep getting more lives from that checkpoint. Like you'll get a game over screen, but like if you restart, you're back at the checkpoint, which is pretty nice. Um, but I can see this game being fun for like to replay it as the years go on. But anyway, yeah, glad I got this. Glad it all plays really nicely. These are the last things I just wanted to show off. I know I don't have a lot of people that watch my videos. That doesn't really bother me, but I think I had maybe one or two people comment about the disc only games I got off GameStop, and I just said about how what my plan was to just buy those at a cheaper price than what I would have paid if I wanted to just get it straight off of eBay. But I got the art portions of these games, and then all I need is just a simple PlayStation 2 case, and I'll just put this into the case, and then boom, put the disc in, and not having a manual doesn't bother me. I could care less. But it would be nice to have like a printed piece of art version of the game in the case I can get from an old sports game. I still have yet to. There's a pawn shop I have that I could probably ask them to see if they would let me buy like two baseball games or two football games and do like 50 cents a piece and get two cases for like $1. These two art prints were I think it was somewhere between like six and $8 to get three of them. The reason why I'm only showing two is because the third one they gave me the wrong one, so I complained about it, and they're gonna send me the right one, free, no extra charge or anything like that. So hopefully I'll get that one in the next week or so. That one was Champions Return to Arms, but anyway, just the price of this one alone is like incredible. I mean, that if you were to buy that complete in box, like 50-60 bucks, and I think I would have, when it's all said and done, getting some of these games for like 20-25 is a win in my book. So tell me what you guys are playing, what you're interested in, what you might pick up in the future. I've been debating about Resident Evil 3. I know I ended up buying Resident Evil 2 outright when it came out more than a year ago, and Resident Evil 3 has like a pre-order price right now of like $49.99, and I have some credit card points that I could use that would make it about half of that. So to pick up Resident Evil 3 for like 25-30 bucks wouldn't be too bad. I've been considering that. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. See you.